The mafia and gangster theme has become a popular trope in movies, shows, and books. These stories are often filled with compelling characters, a protagonist's rise and fall, an exciting villain, and conflicts within families or power struggles among relatives. The latest Netflix show, Iron Rain, incorporates all these elements. However, despite having all the right ingredients, the series fails to deliver a memorable experience. In simple terms, it's the kind of show you'll likely forget after watching it once. The series revolves around the Machado family, who controls the port of Cantunis in Barcelona with an iron fist. The family's patriarch, Joaquin Machado, is a gangster who uses the port and his power to smuggle and store drugs for Mexican or Italian drug lords. Joaquin is supported by his brother Roman, his daughter Rocio, and his son-in-law Nestor, all of whom assist him in his illegal activities. However, Ricardo, Joaquin's son, is the family's black sheep, deeply in debt and causing problems for his father and the family business. A key character in the story is Victor, an old friend of Nestor and Rocio, who is also an undercover officer gathering evidence to shut down the illegal operations at the port once and for all. Everything goes smoothly until an imported shipment worth tens of millions of dollars goes missing. To make matters worse, Joaquin Machado suffers a life-threatening attack, leaving him in a coma. This sets the stage for power struggles and foreign interventions. The show is decent, neither doing anything bad nor breaking new ground. It follows the familiar storyline of a powerful family's struggle for control. Its biggest flaw, though, lies in its characters. While they are well written, they fail to make a significant impact. Whether it's Roman, Ricardo, Nestor, or Victor, they all have tragic flaws that make them somewhat interesting. Roman falls in love with a hooker, which leads to his downfall. Ricardo, to settle his debts, betrays his own uncle, sealing his own fate. Nestor is homosexual but can't muster the courage to confess to his wife, possibly due to his father-in-law. Victor, on the other hand, is Rocio's former flame, and the show hints at lingering feelings between them. Even though Joaquin didn't have much screen time due to his attack and coma, his character is what makes the show stand out. The flashback sequence showing the Machado family arriving at the port of Cantunis and looking for odd jobs to survive is a unique selling point of the show. The way the show tells the rags-to-riches story of the Machado family will really draw you in. Eduard Fernandez, a veteran actor, showcases his acting prowess in the show. Although the casting of the flashback scenes could have been better, it's not something to complain about. The show also delves into the relationship dynamics between siblings, such as Roman and Joaquin or Rocio and Ricardo. They stick by each other through thick and thin, even though one of them is a hopeless gambler who seems to do nothing but lose. There's a romantic angle between Rocio and Victor, which, if explored further, could have balanced the violence and bloodshed, but the show fails to give it much attention. There are some flashback scenes involving them as well, but honestly, they just feel idle and don't add much value. Similarly, there are many LGBTQ elements, but they, too, are just showcased without much depth. In simpler terms, it seems like these aspects weren't very well thought out. In terms of performances, the actors do justice to their roles, especially Fernando, Sergi Lopez, and Jamie Laurento, who is also known for his role in the highly successful heist drama Money Heist. However, Jamie's character, Nestor, could have been explored more. It would have been great if the show had focused on his motives rather than just his sexuality. There are several issues that derail what could have been a great show. After a while, it becomes tedious and predictable, which isn't necessarily a flaw, but the last 3 to 4 episodes of the show are totally tedious and boring, involving a cat-and-mouse chase that doesn't lead anywhere. You might notice that the show has many similarities with The Godfather, Coppola's masterpiece, but it falls short of that lofty accolade. It fails to capture the depth and intrigue of the crime drama genre and feels a bit surface level. So, if you're expecting the same level of betrayal and family dynamics, you'll be let down. The show starts off promising, but it gradually loses its charm towards the end, ending up fairly mediocre.